Welcome to Catholic Mom Mindset, a daily show where you learn to walk closely with the Holy Spirit so you can live the life God is calling you to. I'm your host, Sterling Jaquith. Let us begin. Welcome back. Today I want to talk about changing up your prayer routine. I was just coaching in Masters, which is our life coaching membership for Catholic moms, and one of the moms raised her hand and said, I really struggle with having a consistent prayer routine, and I pick a certain devotion and then I don't stick to it, and then I feel terrible about it. So I said a couple things and I thought, I really want to share that with you guys. First, I don't think we need to have a consistent prayer routine, especially when we have little kids. We should be praying every day, but for a lot of us, it's pretty difficult to have a consistent one. If I'm pregnant or nursing, I do not wake up early. I sleep as long as I possibly can. And I'm always praying throughout the day, but there have just been seasons in my life where I've had a really consistent prayer routine, either waking up early or anchored to something else, like the beginning of nap time. And there are times when I just don't. And I just reach for the Bible, or I listen to Father Mike Schmitz, or I read a spiritual book. And then there are times when I do something consistently every day, like reading the Pieta prayers. I really love those. Those are so beautiful, from St. Bridget, or doing a novena. And there was a time when I read a little bit of St. Faustina's diary every day. And I just go in and out of those phases. But what I want to share with you is, let's drop the judgment that there's a right way. One of my favorite things about being Catholic, and I'm a Protestant convert, is how many devotions there are in the Catholic Church. There are so many. But that also means you don't have to do them all. You can pick one that makes sense for your season in life and you can set it down. There are some, and I'll learn about them and I think, ooh, I'm going to love that in my 60s. And I just know now is not the time. And the same thing is true about praying the rosary as a family. We did not consistently pray the rosary as a family until we were 9 years in, until my oldest was 9. And then we found a good rhythm. And now we do it, I want to say, 28 days a month. Like there's probably 2 days a month. There's probably 2 days a month we do nothing, and probably 2 days a month that my husband and I are like, it's a Divine Mercy Chaplet kind of day. I think you all know what that means. And so I just want you to know that Jesus wants a relationship with you. He has no box. He has no checklist. He has no prescription. Right? It's like a real friendship. And there are some times when we hang out with our friends a lot. There's sometimes that we see our friends every day at school. There's sometimes that we are texting our friends often. And sometimes we don't see them for a while. We just think about them. So at a minimum, I want you praying every day. But you can pray anytime you want in your mind. I would encourage you to also have a formal prayer practice where you're touching something physical, you're carving out intentional space with the Lord, preferably in silence, which I know can be difficult. So I want to encourage you to do that, but I don't want you to get caught up in promises and routines. Like the Lord wants to meet you where you're at. He loves you so much. And He's going to be happy having a relationship with you. And you can even talk to Him about it. You could say, Lord, here's where I'm at right now. What kind of relationship should we have? What should it look like? How much time should we be spending together? Now, for me, it does help me to put something on the calendar or to anchor it to something that I'm doing. And there have been many different seasons in my life where I have been able to do that. Like I said, it's not always first thing in the morning. But I want you to just invite yourself to just consider lots of different options. Our faith is so deep and rich and beautiful. There are many things that you could do. And sometimes at night, and my brain is fried, I just read a spiritual work. And I say, God, I need you to speak to me through this reading. And I'm reading something like, Introduction to the Devout Life by St. Francis de Sales, or something like Living Joy by Chris Stefanik or a Matthew Kelly book. The Lord will use so many things to reach you. You just want to be intentional about giving him those openings. So let's drop the idea that there's any right way to do Catholic prayer and that you have to have a routine and that the routine has to be the same. Maybe when we're older, things will be a little bit more predictable. But I don't know about you, but I have 6 young children. My life is not super predictable. But I know the Lord loves me and he wants to meet me right where I'm at. And I love spending time with him. So I think about it wistfully like that, like, oh, I can't wait to spend time with you, Lord. And I make it work. But I don't put restrictions or boundaries or ideas around how to have a relationship with the Lord. I just open my heart to him and I talk to him. And I do what makes sense for the season of life that I'm in. So I just want to encourage you. He just wants to hear from you. And you can do that in so many ways. All right, Mama, I'm praying for you. Thank you so much for listening and have a blessed day. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Catholic Mom Mindset. To learn more about growing closer to the Holy Spirit, check out our free resources at madeforgreatness.co. Thank you so much for listening and have a blessed day.